doing great and are in good health. Today I'm going to talk about a topic which I'm pretty sure each one of us discusses almost on a daily basis. It is a topic which is hotly debated. It is a topic where a lot of people have got a lot of passions around it, right? And no prizes for guessing what this topic is. It's about estimation techniques in Agile using story point estimation. I think this is a topic on which we can talk till the cows come back home, right? I mean, it's such a, I would say, a topic where everyone is emotional, passionate, and excited to talk about it. And I'm going to talk about this topic from a different perspective altogether. So, one fundamental mistake which I have seen many of us making is that we tend to equate story point with hours, and I think that's where we lose the essence of this estimation technique, or rather the beauty of this estimation technique. See, if I had to convert story point into hours, why should I really be measuring my work in story points, right? I can very well do it in hours, right? As it is, no one has prescribed, none of the frameworks prescribes you to use story point estimation technique. The very fact that it has been brought in, definitely there is something more to it than just blindly having an exchange rate which says that one story point is equal to x hours or one story point is equal to y hours. So one fundamental piece to remember is that a story point estimation is a relative estimation technique. It is not an absolute estimation technique. For example, we are not interested in finding out how much time will a story take to complete. We are more interested to find out that X story is how much relative to a Y story. That is the whole intent of having a story point estimation technique, if I were to put it. And also, as I said, it's not just an effort what we look into account when we're estimating using story point. We need to consider the volume of work. We need to consider the complexity of the work. And last but not the least, we need to consider the uncertainty or the risk elements in the story. So these three dimensions together will constitute my story point number. So how do I give an analogy to make it much more easier? I think all of us would be going to the market to buy a pair of shoes, right? And when we go to buy a pair of shoes, let's say a formal black pair of shoes we want to buy, the shopkeeper will ask us to put our feet on the Brannock scale, right? And on the Brannock scale, when I put my feet, it will give me a number. It will say that, okay, your shoe is 7 number or a 8 number or a 9 number shoe will fit you. Similarly, my friend also goes to buy a pair of shoes, and his shoe number is also 8, and let's say my shoe number is also 8. Does that mean that both of our feet are identical in length and the toe width? Obviously the answer is no, right? But a shoe manufacturing company is not going to manufacture shoes for each of the individual on this planet Earth. When they say that there is a 8 number shoe or a 9 number shoe, it will actually fit a pair of people whose feet length and width are of the range, right? So there will be a lower range and there will be a higher range within which that number 8 number shoe will fit to the population of this world. So a story point is something similar to that. So when I say that I have a 1-pointer story or a 2-pointer story or a 3-pointer story, what I am indicating here is that it's not that 3-pointer story means 3 hours or 2-pointer story means 2 hours to complete. What I am indicating here over a period of time is that I will come to know the range of estimate, that if it is a 3-pointer story, for example, in my project, it might take anywhere between, let's say, 2.5 hours to, let's say, 3.5 hours to complete, similar to the shoe example. If it is a 5-pointer story, it could take between 4 hours to 6 hours to complete. And the wonderful part or the beauty about this is that for each project, this range could vary. So over a period of time, as a Scrum Master or an Agile coach, I need to find out that golden range for my story points. If I were to say, when I say that a story is going to take, or it's a 5-pointer story or an 8-pointer story or a 13-pointer story, my intent here is to find out that, okay, what is the range in which this story is going to fit in. Hope this short video was useful to all of you, and do read my article on the same topic. I have posted a link here in the video in the description box, and if you like this video, please Subscribe to the channel. We have more such interesting videos coming up in the next few days. This is your host Ashutosh Bhatodekar signing off for now. Bye everyone and take care. Thank you.